And E for eMiniWizard.com and MarketWizards.com, reminding everyone that trading is a risky business. Use capital you can afford to lose. Disclosures are on our website. We had said be careful of the turtle trap, that we're getting very close to our target just above us, and risk and reward might start to come in. And we said be very careful of something that takes out the IB high and then comes back underneath it. First target, we said if we could get back to 18s, that would be great. Below that, the good fortune part. So we're looking at an all-day chart right now. And I believe that anybody gets back in and can get a portion of this scalp, most important thing is get back some of your capital. If you tried a couple of shorts earlier, we'd said wait until a little bit later, either after the first hour or into lunch. And good fortune, risk and reward. If we got back under this, think about this maybe as a pullback. Get to 1375 to 12. Make sure you are paid because that's probably aggressive support right now. It's the first time that we are touching the red line. And this first bar right here that sticks is our angel. So this is the angel test. And I do think we've got some stolen range. So long side, all we know is if you wanted that last 3 ticks or point you thought was possible, risk and reward has come back and clipped a few wings of late Louis. And this is the way it should be. We said stolen range. You get within a couple of points of your target on this scale right here. You have to think conservatively. And the evidence really doesn't come in until the turtle trap. Seems like it'll never end, and then bang. So pay attention to your timing. This was named after a group of traders called the Turtles, who were always looking for the breakouts. And they'd stick their neck out, and some would work and some wouldn't. And then they'd have their stops, but very profitable position traders. And you're not gonna swing and hit every pitch, you know. So you take your stops. But they were aggressive about certain. Matter of fact, in our library, I've got a copy of the Turtle Rules. A number of years ago, there was an argument between the people that were actually traders in that group. One guy had tried to pawn it off as his own. I think that was Russell Sands. So they said, hey, we're going to publish the rules. I can publish them. Most people won't follow them anyways. That was their idea of taking away what he was trying to do, cheat and use the system to promote it as his own. But that is in our library because when it was available, I downloaded it and put into a PDF into our library. It's in our criminal handbook. And another look where we said possibly a downtrend line might be stalling this. We knew that this 31.25, 32, we said let's use that for resistance. We said that last night. Already that's had a reasonable swing, certainly compared to this whole swing, nothing. But, you know, I keep saying accumulate, grab a couple points here, a couple points there, they add up. And if you start to trade with more than one contract, obviously, then it really adds up. You find one good trade a day. Shorts, this is it already. You know, I keep telling you guys when we were first cutting our teeth on this business, you got a 7 or 8 point day. You whoopee, wow, big day. 10, oh my God, what happened? Huge. Now 20 or 30 point days are nothing. All right, we obviously know that based on this time frame, 88.5 area supportive, 32 the resistance zone, and we got to trade this zone, and it won't be easy. But we don't have to catch every little bit. We try to guess where best odds are, and obviously if you were short, best odds came closer to that 32 area. And at 30, 32s, risking a couple points to come back 8 or 10, or to go up 8 or 10, better odds obviously coming back. It's always 50-50 from wherever you are. And I like whenever we've got a gap, I also want to read the RTH in terms of these metrics. And for now, obviously, we're at the bottom of the pipe, which way you've got to take some profits if you get back in here, this 15 zone. And then the bounce is the key. Anybody that is rebuying today, same rules go. Couple points stop, and got to break that 23.75 all over again. If not, we're still coming back, or at least going sideways. In shorts, we said we're going to need several entries today. Doesn't negate the idea of shorting, but we said it will be hard to find the right zone that makes sense and get anything where the big boys will make it stick and get something. This is the first evidence that the big boys said, better odds coming this way. And even that's not conclusive, because that could just be profit taking and then a rebuy. But if you did take a short here, congrats. Longs are still the primary trade. Pullbacks are still for buying. And the question is, do you get any real kick out of it or not? And typically based on this chart, we like to see it come back and test that 11.5, 12 area. And that would be a test of, obviously, the RTH open. So if you have a trailer or want to re-enter short side, that is the first objective past this 17.5 as a short. And this low right here is the whole key. And we've had crazy type swings. And you have to do your measures, not just intraday, but multiple days too. That's why that other chart was so important. Got almost a 50-point day, right? 47.25 points. And sometimes it's better to be patient and then say, okay, let's let the IB end, and then let's see, let's guess that this is just going to be a head fake here, which we did, and probably better odds coming backwards. And those that are aggressive shorts are just trying to get their money back. Those that had the short, initial opening in the IB, they just, These traders are trying to wiggle out the best they can. That's why this will take time, in my opinion. Not easy. Trading is not an easy business. Got to keep your wits about you. Talked earlier about let's keep an eye on NQ. Got above it. I said, even if we get above it, we could probably come back down and trade back here. There's a significant target. So we've done that, run some stops here and then pull back. So keep an eye on NQ. That's also important today. And note how those last couple of points normally get you. You got to have it that they in 3 ticks, 2 points. Oh my God. And those are the ones that get you. Short side, paid for sure by 12. Got to break that. And probably going to do just as well playing hit and run. We said chasers today. Try to get long side, hold on to your trailer if you can. Try to shoot for taking out that 23.75 and then the next target. The biggie is the 32 to 33. So I'm not expecting the longs to give up without a fight, but it could be for distribution. So let's keep that in mind. We're attempting to test our angel. The 1575 was the overnight high. So this is really a retest of the overnight high. Can we break back into territory? And theoretically, that area is usually a support idea till broken. Got to penetrate back into it and kind of abandon those traders. The law of proportion says, first things first, before we worry about the overall days range, we've got to trade the RTH range now. We already know the boundaries. So we focus on the RTH boundaries before anything else. You got to break this low and you got to break that high. Trade the range. It's just common sense. And if you go step by step, we can see why I said this 13 and a half. You really need to get paid 13 and a half to 12s. Just based on the law of proportion. And there's a lot of head fakes and knocking out of position and then reversing. And, you see it a lot in sports. If you watch football or basketball or baseball, you see it all the time. Head fakes. Keep in mind the IB high. That's going to be key today now. Staying under that, we're still just either chopping sideways or regressing. And any rebuys today, again, are weak hands compared to buys yesterday. Keep that in mind. Drop losers fast. So that's the box we've got to trade right now. And obviously, Anything you can get on a re-entry long side today is good fortune. And the shorts are fighting moving averages, like I said. So the hard part is to expect too much in either direction. Anybody that gets above the 22s, primary target is this 23.5, 23.75. And that could be our resistance, like an intraday head and shoulders. We don't know. My suggestion, be conservative with your expectations either side, and especially long side, because we've come a long way. Going to use 12 as the support for now. If that gets violated, then anything goes down here. I know everybody wanted a big 60-point move or whatever, because that's what we've been getting. But this is back to reality. Stolen range and then squeeze type trade. And in pullbacks, on days that you buy pullbacks, you never know. But the odds are better, like near this box that we had talked about with 12 support. Odds are much better to be buying pullbacks that come back towards the middle, bottom of the pipe right here. Yeah, you get 23.5. Make sure you get paid 22s to 23.5. And then keep a trailer if you want for any more. I still think that we're going to have some chop. What time is it? Getting close to the end of the primary trade. I think the high is probably in for the morning. Just feels that way, just a guess. If we'd only had a 5 or 6 point pullback, then I'd say, still can go get another high. And even though we can get another high, I'm doubting that we will before lunch. I just think we need to do more basing. High level base right now. And this is the art of trading, saying, I want a second shot at the buy because it's up and I missed the first one. I was too conservative. Because now you can at least understand where your key support is. So it gives you another opportunity. And you may have wanted to get it just a hair lower and miss. That's part of the game too. Guys foul the ball off in baseball. Not everything is going to work. Or at least looking at the laws of proportion here. And this is a retest. Did you really mean it? Did you really mean to take out 23.75? Now, if the generals were really gung-ho, short side, then this bounce usually will get contained with just a few points and then another leg down. So that's why I'm thinking more sideways for now. And anybody that buys pullbacks today, remember your weak hand.